My dear people of Southern Cameroons and Bazonia, today is the 30th day, the year of our Lord 2018. I come before all of us today with a special and specific message meant for the economic community in Bamenda town. I will extend the same message eventually to the economic community in the municipality of Buea. I know, and a good lot of us in the struggle know, the degree of the sacrifices that you all put in to ensure that our struggle remains on course. Right from the 9th of January 2017 up to this day, the economic community has stoically stood by the revolution, stood by the struggle of the people of the southern Cameroons and Bazonia for total freedom. They have stood by all of us in every way, no matter the conditions, no matter the weather, to ensure that we take the struggle to the logical end. I want to seize this opportunity to assure you that we are not neglecting your contribution. I want to seize this opportunity to assure you that we have not forgotten that you are an invaluable partner in the struggle. And I want once more to assure you of our commitment to guarantee that this struggle will go all the way to the end and that your sacrifices by day and by night and that your sweat and that everything that you have given up to be able to stand by this revolution will not go in vain. I know that last Monday, as usual, you all observed our traditional ghost towns, a form of resistance to let the world know that it is not a bunch of people in the diaspora that are disturbing, but that visibly on ground zero, everyone is involved in the struggle. This is an important moment. Important because after the ghost towns of last Monday, the occupational forces of Mr. Paul Biya decided to block the Bamenda main markets and other markets in the environs, like the Tericon markets too, to ensure that you don't go out and trade. They blocked it on Tuesday. They blocked it on Wednesday. I don't know if they will open or allow you people to get into the markets this Thursday. Their intention is clearly to break you psychologically. Their intention is clearly to hurt you more and more so that you should tell yourselves, but why are we in this? That the cost is going to become more. But I have good news for each and every one of us, but specifically for you, the business community in Bamenda and in Buea, because those in Buea are still constantly under the harassment of a misguided gentleman called Ekema Patrick, who calls himself mayor, over a people who voted for him to be mayor, but today he is their number one oppressor. The message I have for you is that anytime you cow in to such malicious attacks, to such vicious attacks from your oppressor, you give him the upper hand. You make him feel that he can do anything and go with it. I know that you have been able to overcome circumstances more complicated than this. I know that you have not just once or twice, but several times, especially those of you in Bamenda, humiliated the government delegate to the Bamenda City Council, Ndumunji Vincent, who has used the same tactics to try to see if he can cow you into submission. I also trust that you are not about to give up because we can't afford to give up. No, not now. Because we should all inculcate this, that the darkest hour of the night is the hour just before dawn. If you take a clear look at the situation on the ground, you will understand that the enemy is suffocating. They never expected such resistance from us. They never expected us to put up this kind of show. Today, they are confused. They are compounded. They don't know what to do. And the only way out of it is brutality and ever more brutality. But I want to assure you and also to send a sound message to Mr. Tanganji and all of those people that we are up to the task, that we know our traders know us, and that we are going to continue to resist right up to the logical end. I want to throw this one for this country talk because I know say some day way they need to understand this country talk. And it talks that this one a special message where they send them for we traders within the for Bamenda main markets, for Tarikon market and the other market around Bamenda. And also for the traders with the day for Buea Municipality. Because I know, say these traders say will not face serious, vicious attacks from the colonial administration. For Buea, now Patrick Ekema, that misguided one way they claim say he be the mayor of the people, voted by the people. He don't turn now being the #1 terrorist against the people. We know exactly what the way they do the struggle for crumble and cripple on our businesses daily, so that make them continue for calling say he be a hero against the own people. For the ones that for Bamenda, una don't batten the munji day in, day out. So we don't come with this kind of tactics we will see today. I know, say after the country Sunday for last Monday, for Tuesday and Wednesday, soldiers they don't block main market. Even Tarikon market be up or small, they come again, can't terrorize people. For make sure say make business no day because they say since we don't decide for respect country Sunday, business no go day on other days. This one now an attempt from them. They check saying that the wages where they go take them for break una, for discourage una, for shatter una, for make a una check say this so this revolution nothing work. I want for assure una. Say we they in one spirit with una all. We recognize the sacrifice we they put them in. So they start from the number 9 day for January for 2017 can reach today. Una don't continue for putting this sacrifice, we una not stop. For sure the whole world say this palaver all we don't vex. And say time for we forget with full freedom, total freedom, not counterfeit, it don't reach. I want reassure una once more, say we deal with una all in solidarity and say we go continue for resist. Make all we know. Say the hour for night we dark plenty. That hour we did just before day the break. These people they not be know. So we go for resist them for this way. When Mr. Paul Biya on the 30th of November 2017, Mr. for Simaland Airport declare war against we. He be sure say after 2 weeks they no go talk again about we resistance. But today it don't pass them. They don't take soldiers from all sides, take them from other countries, they bring them in, it don't pass them. They don't carry all their soldiers from north, carry the one the way they be there for Central Africa, they train. Carry the one the way they be there for foreign countries, they for white man countries, they train, bring them in, it don't pass them. Today, now number 3 army recruitment, this way they announce them within less than 1 year. Now for sure say this, so the spirit where it dey inside we, na strong spirit. That is very spirit of God we put them in we make we show these people. Say just like Christians, they resist Satan when it comes for they try for terrorize them and then they win over. Now so we go win this enemy. Now so we go defeat them. More grace for our able. We go continue for resist. They no go succeed ever for breakaway. That the message that we may bring them for the traders for Bamenda and for the one them for the Buea Municipality. Say make we stay strong. We will continue for the press very hard would go for before. And I want to move from there. I talk this other one. Only for this country, talk quick. See, we don't hear as La Republique don't launch recruitment for soldiers. They want 2,600. Mr. Paul Biya knows the fear. Say anything if it happen for you. He want up to 600 for himself, he want. Then the other 2,000 now for Senna for Ambazonia. Country people. Any we picking for Southern Cameroons, we want carry head go put up for they say they go for that recruitment, na isabi. Would draw the attention for everybody. Because even that big people there, like that big minister the way they did for Biya regime, they talk for we. They don't want we now instead say, make we picking the way they did for army. The one they did for police, the one they did for gendarme, make they prepare now for run. Because they plan for destroy them very well. So make any person know instead make mistake, if the one go enter. I know we'll talk plenty on this one because one word for wise man, he just correct one time. So, but the last one we'll talk about quickly before I go for another very important thing I'll talk, and now I'll change country talk again. Now about back to school. I don't see and say some misinterpretation don't dey for the decision wey be she don't take am. Say we no want make school resume. That decision will never change am. That decision remain. Misinterpretation come out with Anu Chris wey he go on the air, he talks something the people then check say mean say the group where they be talk say schools no go resume, we don't talk say make schools resume. We dey talk this one with insistence because we know which is there ahead. That government for Yaounde, a very wicked and evil government, they did target a lot of young boys and from the age of 11 for elimination. Because according to them, they know, see, if they destroy all these young, vibrant people, them, the future of struggle will be doomed. And in the future, they will be able to do anything they want to do would be because this force is no good day again. Today, all man is here. See, that pineapple we used to knack for country talk them. We would throw away ndungame for evening time. They make all man share before you go sleep for bed. We would throw away riddles them. We used to talk say that country where the big people them they day for up, they cover the young soldiers, and you need to see them. But when you come for a car attack one, and the young one they finish you, now which one? Any man go shake it, they want to say, oh no, the right answer na say na spear grass. Today, we see and say the old people them for our society, the old people them for our community. They don't decide instead say, than for them for sacrifice, for cover we must succeed, for win back our whole land, our homeland, for win back our country, for guarantee the future of Southern Cameroonians where they will come plenty years after they prefer to make a better auction all till now. They chop the win for the few days where it remain for them before they die. Now why they will don't see they go gather for Buea. All which they fit talk for Buea and say make more military come for can't kill people. They congratulate the military, say that they kill people that so if fine, may they kill them more. Now they can't open and that way will get. Now the same way the way they become for Bamenda, can't she don't they too would feel them on young them, all them so would feel them on young them with a tanga ponji them all that people. Now the same talk that way they become out they go talk. My country people. Now, why that would talk say make we no send picking them out? Because you see how spear grass function. The BB one that they when you come for car attack the big one them not there, the short one they under, they dig entire photo they way of it day. We don't decide say whether this old people then cover we or not. We will go right to the logical end. Because we will day for this Middle Ages, we know once say make the picking the way the day behind we are the one way they go born there after we may they can be slaves. Like we don't be slaves inside Cameroon. That one be very important. So check your head and check your head very well before you go outside there. You rejoice say yes, they don't talk to me school go. I'll be here honorable Bandam talk for Batibo say he don't come away from Batibo, go back for Yaounde, go to decide for staying for Yaounde because inside Batibo no man no day again. So now go to them and dogs go school for that place. Plenty of another day for forest. Plenty. They don't burn almost 200 villages there. They continue for burn the villages there. Some say they don't stop. So the people, the papa and the pikin all they burn all these villages, and so they will come up from that forest, come attend school, then go back, go stay inside forest. Now the big question, this is why I ask them. May we look back into our consciences. We think of that kind of solidarity where they mark the lives of Southern Cameroonians. We tell ourselves, say, if we talk say education be important, and not true say I recognize them, but all who picking them deserve them. That one the way they dey inside bushes, where they dey inside forest, where they no fit come school, them too they deserve the same kind of education where you want go give for your picking now. And they not dey inside that forest because they want them. They dey inside that forest because of your future, because of my future, because of the future of that picking the way you want go send them for school. This message where they bring them. Now for make and make we understand the underpinnings of these things very well. Where some people the one can make show for give the impression say they try for listen to the people, make we always know say the most important thing now for ensure say you first of all be alive before you start find that education. Even United Nations talk say the first and most important human right now the right for be alive. We will take note of that one very, very importantly. Now I have some little thing to say about our collaboration platform to round up this message. In the past few days, we have had at least some dissonant voices, some discordant voices come up on the airwaves and some, in various social media forums and all of those things. I want to say this, and very importantly, we had made giant steps and beautiful steps ahead. But thereafter, it would appear that because of the noise, because there are people in some specific areas and who are lost in some groups who do not want to see this collaboration work, who do not like this collaborative platform, certainly because a good lot of them feel and they are afraid that if this collaborative platform were to function, they are going to lose some juicy positions and perhaps with advantages that we don't know yet, that they are already tapping from some of those positions. For that reason, they are doing everything to ensure that the collaboration does not work. This has stalled our work. We are going to be fighting as hard as possible to ensure that the aspirations of the people of the Southern Cameroons remain the guiding force, remains the guiding principle of our every action. Let me make it very clear here that the people of Southern Cameroons never wanted us just to go hold our hands for the show and take pictures that will be used on social media to deceive the people that there is collaboration. When we sat together and talked, we talked from our hearts, we talked from our minds, and we actually demonstrated to each other present that we meant business this time around. I am calling on all and sundry to continue to give us that necessary support. Push your leaders, push us by every means to stand by that firm commitment that we made. This is not a time for us to afford to pay lip service to coming together and working together. Our enemies continue to work in a lot of synergy. Our enemy continues to gather a lot of people around themselves. Our challenges are growing by the day. We cannot afford at this moment to return to the old habits of fighting each other rather than coming together to fight the common enemy. I know that there's a lot of interest sometimes when we talk about finance, but we should also take note that in as much as finance could be the destroyer, finance is necessarily the builder. It will require a lot of courage. It will require a lot of tact, and it will require a lot of sacrifice for us to understand that we must at every point in time put Ambazonia first, that we must at every point in time put these young boys and girls who have decided to give up their lives to protect the most vulnerable people in our community in a war we never ever vouched for. My dear brothers and sisters, it is true that coming together in a collaborative platform should expect us to work very much on joint projects. It is important to carry out joint projects, but we must carry joint projects only in sectors where it is materially and practically important for us to do such. But there will be areas where, as a platform, we will only be able to ensure follow-up on the various groups that are actually really specialized to do the things that they have to do. Given the sensitive nature of some of the things that we will have to spend money on, it will be very complicated for us to pull this all in one direction. Because if something happens, God forbid, we saw what happened at Naira Hotel, we will collaborate. We will ensure that the finances that are raised within the framework of the collaborative platform around the areas we have agreed to collaborate on will be judiciously used, however way they are assigned. It is true, some people will say giving out money to groups is not the best approach, but take note that over time, groups have developed the ability and have developed routes by which they are able to bring in what they need to use to carry out the activities that they have to carry out. And given the sensitive nature of such operations, it will be difficult to get people to want to open up because we still know that we have a lot of people anxious to pretend that they are with us but play in the camp of the enemy. To avoid such betrayals at a level that can completely decapitate our struggle, we shall avoid insisting on having to absolutely do a joint particular execution of certain things just because we want to do it for the form. What we need are results, and we shall put in place every instrument that will enable us attain those results that are expected. I have seen on the various forums, I have heard sound bites, I have received a lot of calls from concerned people saying they will not contribute any dime until they see the unitary account. I will not say no to such an approach because the challenges before us are such that we must be able to approach such challenges in a collective manner and as a people. If we do not pool our resources together and be able to harness them and ensure that they are used to good effect and that each and every one of us will serve as a check on the other, it may become complicated for us to ensure that there will be no elections on our territory. Yes, I can assure you that with the plans we are putting in place, that with the projects we're elaborating, that with the approach that we have decided to adopt, there will be no elections on Ambazonian territory come the 7th of October. But all we need to do is do exactly what will help us to attain this objective. We will require a lot of resources, but these resources must be properly channeled, because if that is not done, we will get back into a lot of waste, and that wouldn't help us. I want also to say a lot of our people have decided to embrace the county by county, local government by local government approach in ensuring self-defense in their various communities. I will not say no to this. We shall not say no to this. All what we will do will be to encourage and ensure that a lot of these people are authentic people who are not coming in to rather harass our people, who are not coming in with an evil agenda, but whose intentions are simply pure to defend their blocks. For that reason, we as a collective body are definitely also going to be ensuring that the necessary resources are made available even to a lot of these non-aligned groups that are currently being supported by the indigenes of those various local government areas and counties. On this note, I'd like to point out that what we need from you more is support. Any person playing surrogacy in the area of destruction, don't do it in my name. I heard Comrade Sako also point out that don't do it in his name. And I'm sure it's the same thing that the other comrades will tell you, don't do it in their names. Because we had all agreed that nobody should do it in our names. This is the time for us more than ever before to put our heads and hearts together and work to ensure that we limit the carnage on our people. This is a noble objective, and we are all going to do everything it takes to ensure that we attain this objective. Thank you very much. God is with us.